4 warm-up exercises. The first one is an alternate picking exercise, and that's just a right-hand exercise to work on getting speed with that. So, and that's the one that goes down, up, 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 down, up. And then back, you start on the B string, down, up, 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 down, up. The next one is a chromatic scale, and that is open 1, 2, 3, 4 on every string. Now you're repeating a note because the 4th fret of the G string is the same as the open B, but I want to keep the pattern the same. So open 1, 2, 3, 4, open 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, open, 4, 3, 2, 1, open. The next one is a minor pentatonic scale. So that's 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. So, the last pattern is the major scale. And we're going to start this one on the 2 fret of the big E. So 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 2. So the way we're ending that is a little bit weird because you want to make sure that you're getting all of the notes between this set of 4 frets. And so that means when you get to the end, you end up with a one left over. So, but the home note is on the 2nd fret. So you want to see that you get, or notice that you get all of those notes in between there. But in order for your ear to understand where all these notes work best or where it comes from, you want to go back to that 2nd fret. So let's do this close up so you can see what my fingers are doing. So with that alternate picking exercise, I'm strumming through the string with the side of my pick. So if you look at what my pick looks like in my hand, it's on an angle and it's going through the pick, through the string like that, and then when it comes back up it does the same thing but it cuts on the other side. So when I put it back in my hand, maybe you can see it this way, I'm doing this. So then on each string it looks like okay. So that's the alternate picking exercise. And then for your chromatic scale, you're getting all of your fingers close to the frets. See how I'm doing that? And ultimately, if you can leave your fingers like that, that's where they're all spread out and on each fret. That would be a good, but it's not necessary. Now for the minor pentatonic scale, that is just 1, 4, 1, 3. Okay, and the major scale. numbers are how many beats there are in a minute. So this is 60 beats per minute, and the click happening here is the quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I'm going to play that alternate picking exercise, it's going to sound like this. If I'm playing on the quarter notes. But I think I have written down for you to play on eighth notes. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... See how I'm playing 2 notes per click? And then when you go up by 3, so now it's on 63, so you go from, and you play it again. Okay, and then you move it up 3, so, and this is 66. Okay, so what your assignment says is to go from 60 to 90 by 3. So you go 63, play it, or 60, play it, 63, play it, 66, play it, 69, play it, and so on and so forth. So I hope that clears up the metronome. So with Give Me One Reason, we have 3 chords that we're going to work with. The first one is that F sharp bar chord, which is the one that you know the best or previously. So the second chord we're going to go to is a C sharp. Nope, it's not. It's B. The one after that is C sharp. And that one you have the bar on the 4th fret of the D, G, and B strings, and your first finger hits the 2nd fret of the A string. And then the third chord, you just slide that whole thing up 2 frets. So for a close-up, the first one is first finger on the 2nd fret of the big E, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the G, pinky finger on the 4th fret of the D, and ring finger on the 4th fret of the A. And that first finger is barring everybody. Whoops. And then your next chord, you're moving everything over, so your first finger is on the bass note of a B, which is the 2nd fret of the A string. And then this ring finger is barring the D, G, and B strings. So those 3 plus, and I'm trying to keep my wrist straight. So you can kind of see how my fingers kind of go around on an angle there, right? So that's kind of weird looking. But in order to keep this parallel in line with the 4th fret there, that's what I have to do. And in order to keep my wrist straight, and then my thumb, that thing we talked about before, where it's aiming for the middle, right? So the other thing that you can practice is do this, where you're taking your ring finger and your thumb and putting them together, and then you're smashing that tip into your thumb, and then you can transfer that over to the guitar. You end up doing like that. Now I'm just moving these fingers out of the way so you can see what's going on. So that's what that finger looks like and how it compares with my wrist. And then when I add that first finger in there, right? Okay. So this chord is a little bit difficult. So take your time with it and really focus on keeping your wrist straight. The other thing you don't want to do is you don't want to bend your wrist this way, because this can cause pain in here. The third chord is same. Okay, and if you'll recall, we worked on an exercise where we worked on making the pressure happen. Actually, we started on 12 and 14, and then we slowly move our way down so that we can work on the flexibility and keeping the wrist straight. Go one string at a time, that way I can make sure that they're all ringing out when I'm first learning a new chord, especially. Okay, so the next part we talked about was that stopping the chord thing, where you're just letting go of the pressure. So that first little part of the song goes. So I'm going open, open, open on the big E string, and I'm putting my second finger down on the E string. I mean, my first finger on the second fret of the E string, and then I'm playing that F sharp chord. And I'm stopping it. And then I hit the second fret of the same string on the big E string, and then I'm going down, up. So this is what you're going for with that one chord. And that's how I want you to practice that, making that thing stop, making that chord stop. All right. And then I want you to just play through like 2 beats a piece on each chord, like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, or 4, so that you can practice getting into position, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I was exaggerating, moving around or whatever. And I think that's it.